If you guys have been watching us for a while, you know that it's no secret that we love our superhero games. From the Batman Arkham games, to Marvel Spider-Man, to Ultimate Alliance, and many, many more. We've gotten some incredible superhero games in our lifetime. But we have also been robbed of some potentially incredible superhero games in our lifetime, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm Thomas.
I'm Merlin.
Together we're the Comic Lads, and today we're talking about the most painful superhero game cancellations, which is unfortunately pretty topical right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, superhero games is something that I wish we could be talking more about.
Yep.
And now we're gonna be talking about which ones were most disappointed we never even got to see. We don't even know if they were gonna be good.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
But guys, before we get into it, question of the week. Let us know in the comments down below, which superhero game cancellation makes you the most depressed?
Yeah, we're gonna focus on 5 of our biggest disappointments throughout this video, but throughout the last 20 years of superhero video games, even further back before that, you know, all the way to like the Sega Genesis, let us know which one you wish could have seen the light of day.
And be sure to drop a like. Really helps us out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Become one with the Gamer Lads.
The Gamer Lads. Don't forget to turn on notifications too, so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads.
Let's get into this.
I think number 5 is a game that we wish could have been made, but also we're not too bummed that it wasn't.
It's kind of for the best. It's just, its cancellation just worries us more about future games coming from that company, and that is Insomniac's Spider-Man: The Great Web.
Yeah, this was posed to be a multiplayer Spider-Man game.
Yeah, like a live service multiplayer fucking...
Yeah, where you had to, like,
another one of those.
You had to go on raids and probably do the same mission over and over again for meaningless currency.
Yeah, and it was going to be like inspired by the Spider-Verse trope of just having like a million Spider-Man variants from different dimensions and stuff.
My biggest blue ball for this game is I would have loved to have just booted up my PlayStation and like free roamed with you. Or like the lads, you know what I mean?
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. The actual mission-based stuff itself, I'm kind of like I'm so over it. We've got so much of that in the last few years.
Yeah.
The Avengers and Suicide Squad and all these big team-based superhero games.
100%. I am kind of glad that we didn't get it. It is a huge shame that so many people worked on it, and like a lot of the concept art was really dope, but like it would come out at like such the wrong time.
It also had 2 negative things going for it. One being the live service aspect.
Yeah.
And 2 being the fact that it's another multiversal style
Spider-Man project.
Exactly, yeah. Which I just feel like has been so oversaturated in comics and specifically Spider-Man the last 10 years. Like I would feel icky.
I totally would too, especially with Insomniac Spider-Man, which one of my favorite things about it is that it feels slightly more down to earth, at least like down to this dimension.
But overall, I mean, I would have liked to have seen what they would do with it, but I think we both are confused to whether or not we would actually in the moment enjoy it if it did come out.
For sure. And just to clarify again, I'm not like happy that all these people's works are gone to the wind now and will never see fruition. I'm just kind of glad that it seems like we're moving away from those live service superhero game ideas.
Okay, number 4.
This one's for you.
A lot of the games that we're going to be talking about are current, i.e. in the last like 5 to 8 years of cancellation.
But this one just hurts you.
This one hurts me because I am such a big fan of the first game, and this was supposed to be a sequel. This is called Spider-Man Classic.
Would have been a sequel to the amazing Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
For my money, Web of Shadows is the best Spider-Man game outside of the Insomniac games. Maybe you can make a case for Ultimate Spider-Man in there, which I also really love.
Ultimate Spider-Man is pretty fun, but I think Web of Shadows clears though.
It just has sauce.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It has a lot of juice.
The combat, you could switch between the black and, you know, red and blue suit at will. Those that grew up with it have a really soft spot for it.
One of the best adaptations of the symbiote storyline too.
The symbiote like taking over New York and getting these crazy gooey tendrils. They actually kind of emulated it in Spider-Man 2. They did the same thing.
Absolutely, they did.
So Spider-Man Classic, we don't know too much. There has been some leaked concept art throughout the years involving characters like Mysterio and Carnage.
And Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah. Apparently, you're going to be able to play as both Spider-Man and Wolverine.
How do you not make that?
I don't know.
It's so busted.
It's so cool too because in Web of Shadows, Wolverine was one of your greatest allies, and
He gets symbioted, no?
oh yeah, you fight him as a symbiote, but there is also a feature. There's like an ally system where if you're in trouble in combat, you can call on an ally.
Fire.
And so there are different moments where you're just like kicking ass with Wolverine in like a post-apocalyptic New York City. It's like, dude, that is the most comic book fucking thing I've ever said.
And unfortunately, studio shut down before, production could go any further on Spider-Man Classic. Such a shame, dude.
You know what I would have really liked? If they had changed the voice actor.
For Pete?
Have you heard him, dude?
I don't know.
Where is MJ? MJ, I'm so worried.
Moving on to more modern games, super recent. EA's Black Panther game just got canceled like the other day, I think, no?
I think it actually sparked this video idea.
It did.
Because we were like, dude, not another one. Like, are you kidding me?
So EA, like 2 years ago, announced that they would be working on a third-person open-world action-adventure Black Panther game,
Set in Wakanda.
which, like, gimme it. And we never really learned too much more about it since then, which, always bodes well for game development. A lot of these superhero games recently that we're going to be talking about in this video announce their games before they're even in like pre-alpha stage, and then they just never come to fruition. I'm like, if you're not ready to say that something is being worked on, just don't say it.
And I'd rather not know.
Me too.
Have like a smaller window of getting hype for it rather than wait like 6 years for a game that ends up being canceled.
Agreed. I totally agree with that.
And speaking of, apparently it's being reported this game was in development for 6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
It's just like, where does all that work go? And like,
You gotta feel for the artists too that work at the company.
of course, man, they're probably just being told to draw shit constantly, and that never goes anywhere.
Their work never gets to shine.
Yeah.
And it's annoying too because then certain divisions of these game companies will close down and that artist signed an NDA and they have nothing to show for the last 6 years of work.
And upon the news of the cancellation, we learned some further details about how the game was going to work and what the story was going to be like. I'm not too keen on it. Weird that the story was going to be about T'Challa, Shuri, and Killmonger all competing to be the next Black Panther.
You could choose which one you want to play as.
I honestly kind of understand the cancellation a little bit more because it's like, that just seems like you don't have a clear vision for this game.
Number 2 on this list is a game that it cuts deep.
This one hurts.
Especially after seeing the fucking dogshit MetaQuest 3 sequel that we got. The Damian Wayne canceled Arkham game.
I can't believe we got Gotham Knights instead of this.
I can't believe we got Arkham, what was it?
Shadows?
Arkham Shadows, fuck.
Be careful, bro. A lot of VR fans love Arkham Shadows.
Look, I would probably like it too if I could afford a MetaQuest.
That's the real.
That is the root of the problem. I'm like, dude, this is an Arkham game that I can't play, and also, me personally, I can understand where the love of VR games come from.
Yeah.
I don't get down on VR.
Me neither.
You know what I mean?
It's not for me.
I want to see my Batman character kicking ass. I don't
Yeah.
want to be looking like an idiot alone in my living room, like punching nothing with a headset.
They're like, ooh, I can like caress Jim Gordon's face while he's like giving me mission info.
Exactly.
I can like slap him,
Exactly.
which is kind of sick.
That is cool, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get a meta quest. But the Damian Wayne Arkham game, I think it was going to be called something like Arkham Insurgency. if
Was
I
it
remember correctly.
Arkham? Like in the Arkham canon?
It was. I believe so. And it was
Strange.
And it was by WB.
Montreal.
WB Games or Montreal, yeah.
Yeah.
What has taken place in the future in a kind of Batman Beyond style setting?
Some of the concept art was kind of weird. A lot of it was cool, but like
Had like White Rabbit, like overweight and old and wrinkly as shit.
nasty. And like Bruce would have like a long beard in his Batman suit.
For me, also, if you're gonna have an Arkham Beyond style game, I'd rather play as Terry too.
100%.
Seeing the concept art playing as like a young Damian Wayne, I mean, it's no secret we're not like the biggest Damian Wayne fans on the channel,
But it's also like, I don't hate him. It's just like, if you're doing a future Batman, like everyone and their dog wants to play as Terry.
And also, this game had like certain benefits that something like Arkham Origins wouldn't have, because Arkham Origins was a very underrated, phenomenally underrated Arkham game.
Yes, to this day.
To this day! To this day!
To this day!
But it did reuse a ton of assets to save time and money from Arkham City, like even reusing half of the map.
True, yeah.
Reusing the combat. And it would have been cool to see what WB could do with a good amount of time and resources with a game and construct like an entire new open world, fully original.
Yep. Yeah, there was going to be such a sick bat cycle traversal system that I know got like royally scuffed when they ported it into Gotham Knights.
Oh,
that bike blows.
Yeah, it goes like 20 miles an hour.
It's a tricycle.
It also appears out of thin air, which is just insane. There are reports now that Arkham is actually getting revisited by Rocksteady, so hopefully we can see something in the future.
Hopefully. Guys, we've reached the one that hurts the most. We're talking about Monolith's Wonder Woman game. What the fuck happened?
This is another scenario of the studio blowing their load way too early.
Yeah, announcing it in like 2020 or 2021. They had been working on it since Middle-earth Shadow of War, so it's almost 10 years of development gone down the drain. A third-person open-world action-adventure game starring Wonder Woman, like God of War with Wonder Woman. Fucking gimme it now.
Yeah, and using the Nemesis system. I like video games. I play quite a few video games. Shadow of War has got to be in my top 5 most played games. I freaking love the interactions.
Yeah, the Nemesis system is genius.
It's freaking genius, and the fact that it just would have worked so well with the Wonder Woman IP.
Yeah, could have had all these Greek mythological figures, Greek gods, monsters, and Wonder Woman villains.
I also feel like superhero video games have kind of been a sausage fest.
They have. They haven't just been a sausage fest, they've been a bat spider sausage fest.
Yeah.
Gimme my other characters, bro. I'm good on Spider-Man games for a while.
If I'm ever feeling the itch for Batman, I can revisit the Arkham trilogy.
Yes.
We have nothing for Wonder Woman.
Not one thing.
You know?
Lego.
Lego's the saving grace of both of the big two's fucking...
It is. It's literally all we got.
All I'm gonna say is I hope that these are the last 5 games we have to report on for the next, like, good 5-6 years. If the last Ronin TMNT game gets canceled, I'm gonna be so upset.
Lord knows there's more of these that we don't even know about. I'm sad.
Me too. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe with notifications on for more content.
And we love you.
We love you dearly.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.